Hi there, I am Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I am a soul sculptor and I help you overcome all of the past to be who you truly are and have a happy life and successful business. So what is authenticity? Well, the opposite of authenticity would be fake or phony. And I'm going to give it a different name, the adaptive self. Now, why would we have an adaptive self? Why aren't we just authentic right from the get-go? Well, when we're born, we are authentic, but we start to develop ways to fit in with our family. We may learn that we have to adapt ourselves in the way we feel, hiding our true self, to be loved and accepted by our parents. And that's the goal of a child. We want to be loved and accepted. And so if your true self isn't loved and loved and accepted, then we start developing these coping mechanisms, a phony side, the people-pleasing side, the perfectionism side. We may even adapt to our parents' belief systems, even though we don't believe what they are. You know, maybe your parents were bigots. Like my father was a bigot. So, you know, I couldn't be like him, but to fit in. Okay, so how do you develop an authentic self? And I'll just say, you know, it's taken me a long time to come to this place of lovingly accepting myself as I am without continuing to worry about what other people think of me. And so authenticity means that you are the same with a stranger on the street as you are with your family, as you are with your clients, or you are with business associates or coworkers. You are the same person. Your face shows up always the same. In other words, you behave in the same way with all of the people you come in contact with. You're no different. I remember my mother saying this to me. Oh, I'm different with my neighbors. I'm different with the people in the grocery store. I'm different with family. Aren't you? And I said, no, I'm not. I'm the same with everybody. What you see is what you get. And people either like me or don't like me. And we have to become, unbecome, that people-pleasing self where we're so worried about what other people think. Okay, so what are the steps to becoming authentic? Well, the first one is to get to know who you are. I remember when I first started my journey, I didn't know myself. I didn't know what I liked. I would go to a restaurant and I'd watch what's everybody else getting. Let me see if what they're getting is going to suit me. If somebody liked something, I would like it too. So when you really dive in and start questioning yourself, what do I like about myself? What do I love about myself? What do I love to do? This is how we get to know ourselves. It's like dating yourself and understanding yourself. So you want to know your core values. What do I value most? What makes me happy? Where do I feel the best? What do I love to do? What am I passionate about? Asking yourself these questions allows you to uncover and then move away from the beliefs that your family set you up with that aren't your own, because they could be vastly different. So it takes some courage to dive in, and you know, here's an option. You could have a conversation in meditation, sit in meditation and say, okay, adaptive self, meet authentic self. Adaptive self, what do you have to say to my authentic self? And allow the two versions of you to have a conversation. Okay, sounds like a little crazy stuff, but the other option is to take a journal. What are my behaviors that are adaptive? Do I please others to fit in? Do I try to be like other people to fit in? Do I try to wear things that make other people feel comfortable rather than dressing to please myself? So it takes a little courage. All right, so you want to know who you are. You want to start observing your behavior and notice how you act. It's easy to act authentic when things are great, but how do you act when you're under pressure? How do you respond when people around you are maybe angry or upset or telling you how to be? How do you act then? Journal about it. Notice, just observe, how am I behaving when things aren't going my way? Be gentle and compassionate with yourself. So when we talked about examining your belief systems, what do I believe? What do I believe about God? What do I believe about the universe? Not what Sam and Sally and Martha and John. No, what do I believe? Because often, even our religious beliefs are coming from somewhere else. Maybe trying to fit in, whether it's with your partner or family or friends. So write them down. And then discover, what are your doubts? What are your doubts about yourself? I had so many doubts. I wanted people to love me. I wanted people to accept me. But what I will tell you is, the more that we love ourselves, the more that we accept who we are and love that person as we are, it is a process of unbecoming, letting go of the beliefs that don't serve, the adaptive things that we did, the people pleasing, the perfectionism, letting go of that, because you're perfect as you are. Everyone is unique. We're all becoming better and better versions of ourselves every day. Today, I'm a better version of myself than I was yesterday. I observe myself on a daily basis. Write about that. What did I observe about myself yesterday? All right. So we're discovering what are your doubts and what's possible, and the courage to face our fears, and then loving yourself unconditionally, compassionately. We are our worst critic. And if we had parents that were either abusive or narcissistic, I know, one and the same, then we may have grown up with deep insecurities. And those things can be healed by loving ourselves, by getting to know who we are and lovingly accepting all of us, even with our flaws and faults. And I have them. Believe me, I do. I could list them for you here, but I do. I have them. We all do. And we compassionately look at those things and, okay, how can I improve on myself today? How can I have more focus instead of being scattered, jumping from one thing to another? When we're creative, we tend to do that's one of my flaws, is that I can be scattered. I need to be really focused and grounded in my body. And that, my friends, is one of the first things we need to do. Observe yourself in the present. So take a nice deep breath. How am I feeling about myself today? Well, maybe I could love myself a little more. I could be more accepting of who I am. I could be more forgiving of my past behavior. All of these things help us to be stronger, to grow into authenticity. So remember, authenticity means being true to yourself, speaking your truth, standing in your truth, knowing who you are, knowing what you value, observing yourself in the moment, and loving yourself as you are. not being different with different people in different situations. You're the same person with your friends as you are with your family, as you are with your business associates. That is authenticity. That is what I help you do. And because when we are authentic, what happens is joy starts to bubble up. We start being happy with the simplest of things. Instead of trying to make everybody else happy, we please ourselves. Now, it doesn't mean that we are mean or cruel or what is the other word? There was something else that was coming in, or selfish. But we do what's best for us. That is authenticity. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. Visit my website, book your discovery call, find out how I can help you become more authentic, become more loving for yourself, become more present in the moment, help you awaken to the truth of who you are. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. Thanks for being here. Mwah. I love you.